overwhelming violence. It works real, real well. Um, so let's move to Brittney Griner is in prison over in Russia. She's a WNBA star who did not like the United States of America, went over there, smoked out of a vape, got thrown in Russian prison, and now is not happy. She hates the United States, but at this point, I wish somebody would interview her and say, so you're in Russian prison. You hated the United States. Do you still hate the United States, or do you hate us more or less because you're in the Russian prison? Do you like the Russians? Do you dislike the United States? Do you hate everybody? Do you hate yourself? What's the actual answer here? Brittney Griner.
That's a funny look at it. But no, I mean, she's American, whether she likes it or not. And, we should do what it takes to get her back.
Well, really? Okay. So, no? Brittney, well, no. So it's not about her political stance from it. The United States of America has millions of people locked up for weed right now in the United States of America. So the Russians have one person locked up for weed in Russia. If we're going to say locking people for weed is fucked up, it might be a good opportunity for us to say, hey, let's let out all the people that are in jail right now for trafficking weed out of prison, and then say putting people in jail for weed is wrong. And then we can sit on our soapbox and say, hey, Russia, you need to let her out of Russia, out of prison for smoking weed.
So you're saying we should get our ducks in a row?
We should probably not be hypocrites. It's time to sort of settle the appropriate moral score. What the right lesson for the United States here is it's wrong to put people in prison for weed. We've kind of taken this Russia versus the United States take, but reality is we got a lot of people rotting in jail for drugs right now that shouldn't be there. Maybe we should clean up our own backyard before we start offering arms traders that kill lots of people. By the way, arms trade.
Yeah,
arms traders. The United States is dealing arms professionally as a living. Like with that arms trader we have in jail. What was he, competition? Like literally every day is like, we just sold 52 billion of arms to Afghanistan, to Pakistan, to Saudi Arabia. Really, that dude shouldn't be in jail. Nobody should be. Like, stop putting people in jail for dumb shit. If you're trying if you're trying to kill somebody, rape somebody, put them in jail.
They're nothing if they're not hypocrites.
Oh my God. It's just, and all the news go, she should be out of jail. And all these people going, Trump would have her out of jail. How about just letting the people out of jail here that are in there for weed, for nonviolent crimes, for weed? Let them go get jobs and contribute to the society here in the United States of America. That's my take. But one of my favorite hypocrites is the DC mayor. This is your area. This is in your area. So the DC mayor is now called in. That's my favorite mayor of DC.
Fuck yeah.
Was Mayor Marion Barry. The current DC mayor is called in the National Guard because her city's under assault from illegal immigration. You know this story, right? You've seen this, right?
Tell me.
No, this is true. So after all the inclusion, diversity is our strength. Everybody needs to come in. All of a sudden, Abbott from Texas started sending the illegal immigrants that have been jettisoned all over the country by our federal government up to Washington, D.C. Both the D.C. mayor and the New York City mayor have both said, this is an emergency. We're under attack. And the D.C. mayor requested federal assistance to deal with the assault of illegal immigration in the DC area. It's fucking amazing. It's basically, so after all these years
all right, Texas, cut the bullshit. This ain't funny.
After all these years of saying that anybody who's anti immigration is completely racist. They have stamped the racist flag by saying, let's bring in the power of the federal government to stamp out this illegal immigration.
Wow.
And done it just by a guy sending busloads from his state.
Write this shit. You can't write
it. And when the White House press secretary was asked about it, she goes, well, it's a different process. The United States government, we process them and send them. They're like, well, what's the difference between sending them all over the country? Well, the difference is that we process them.
Yep,
what she said.
Then they leave.
And they're giving them social security numbers. So they found out they're giving millions of illegals social security numbers to be able to vote. Shocking. There's a political objective. Yeah. Shocking. There's a political objective. This is all conspiracy theory. None of this is proven. It's all fake news. They are not giving social security numbers, even though there's, maybe 9-digit numbers that are just arbitrarily handed out to people. Might be your
Hey, I played the lottery the other night. That was a